Hello, today I'm working on winterizing the bees, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Today we're in the apiary, and as far as the beekeeping series goes, it's time to think about winterizing the beehives and getting them ready for cold and inclement weather. We've already had a season of rain here already, so I've moved the bees back here into the bee barn in the last episode. And today I'm working on installing another hive, but this is it's like a duplex hive. My buddy called me. He has to get his bees ready for the winter also. He has 2 remaining hives left, but they're weak, and he heard my plan about what I'm doing over here, so he's actually bringing his bees over here to house with my bees, and we'll winter them out right here in my bee barn. So I'll go ahead and show you what I've done so far in here. I've got the honeybees swarming inside. I don't know how they're getting out, but that's not the door to get into. Anyway, what I've done here is I staggered my boxes, and I put a box down here, and I'm just tapping in the holes. See, I got the divider here for 5 frames over here and 5 frames over here to split 2 hives. I'm going to go ahead and tap in my my entrance. I'm going to do it right about there. So what I'll do is just put the divider in. When my buddy gets over with his 10 frames, 5 frames from each hive, we'll put 5 frames here, 5 frames here. We'll place an inner cover on. But I gotta modify this inner cover so we can lay feed on here, dry sugar to feed them through the winter. I'll go ahead and plug this hole, and I'll put a hole here and a hole here, and put a barrier down the middle, and then lay the wood over the top of it. We'll create enough of a space to allow the bees to be able to ventilate their hives. This light, it's not a light at all. It's just a ceramic heating element that I have in here. And I'm going to place it right here to radiate off the side of the box, so the bees can have the heat radiating through the box, and then the rest of the heat will radiate up through the top of this beehive, and it'll keep the whole environment inside of the bee barn warm. You'll notice I have vents strategically placed on this side and on this side to allow for ventilation, so we can keep heat in there during the coldest of the winter, and then also create ventilation to keep the moisture down. This box here is the box I previously installed on that other episode, and the bees seem to be taking to it quite well. So far, we've been successful with this configuration. I hope this helps you guys, other beekeepers, on winterizing your bees and methods you could use. I know some beekeepers will move their beehives into a garage or a shed for the winter, but since I have this available and it was my bee barn, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this. You'll notice I tapped 2 holes in the side of the building there, one for each side of that single box that I have, that I divided down the center for 5 frames each. It's a nice sunny day, it's warm out, the bees are out gathering pollen and nectar, and I am pleased in seeing what I'm seeing here at the bee barn. The honeybees are just swarming around their little hole. There's a lot of activity here, so I'm very pleased. So that concludes this video on the honeybee operation here in the apiary at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're going to give you guys an update on this, us considering on going Hollywood. The Discovery Channel has contacted us to possibly appear in a TV episode, one episode called, I think it's Homestead Rescue. So we had a phone conversation with the casting director today, and we're kind of considering maybe we'll do it. I like the adventure of trying new things and doing new things, and just giving my grandkids and my kids an opportunity and exposure to something like this, more beneficial to them too, and it might help us out here at the hobby farm. I would like to thank you guys for joining me on this episode in the bee yard and winterizing my honeybees. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a modern homestead, and we're trying to get things ready for self-reliance. By the time I retire, I don't want to have to rely on any subsistence, if at all possible. So stay tuned for those videos as we get ready for and geared up, ready for those. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will see you guys again. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.